Hey dear viewer, welcome to episode 11. And let's start this one with raids. Believe it or not, but it took me even longer to get into a team this time. It seems like the more kill count I have, the longer it takes. And that is pretty much the opposite I expected. But I did get into a team, and I have I1v1 to thank for that. We were on the same world when we were looking for a team, and whoever would get in one would invite the other. So I 1v1 got into a team first, and he asked the team leader to invite me. The team was very good and the kill went once again without a problem. I like the initial loot, but it contains nothing special. So I'll reroll. And I get my first sentry bolts. But I probably won't be using those. I'm not exactly sure what their special is, but it has a 10k price tag on it, so I'd much rather alch them. And a small Gobi burial charm. I believe that rewards 50 T-Sai, and that is not much, especially if you compare it to the standard T-Sai rewards you get from Durzag, and to the price of the items in the Gobi shop. But still, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Back to Araxyte then, and this is already my 8th kill of the day. And I get a pheromone from it. This was planned to be my last kill of the day, so the day couldn't have ended any better. I'm quite satisfied with the other drops as well. I mean, look at those 4 uncut onyxes. That's just an amazing drop. And then there are onyx bolts, Sirenic scales and overload flasks. And look at those herbs. Today was a great day at Araxyte. God Wars Dungeon 2 is close to being released and I still have to do the Tales of the God Wars. So I've let it sit there long enough and let's go do that right now. To fill up my first chapter I have to collect those memory fragments. I'm not liking the Divination XP here. I'd much rather not get it. But hey, at least it's not as much as with Majorat Memories. That rewarded several 100k of Divination XP. And that is way too much in my opinion. But it had great lore content. Oh, and I like the way how those chapters show you where you have to go. I love those kind of hot and cold games. Just like with Elite Treasure Trails. And that takes care of the first chapter. And what was that yellow glow around me? Am I a Super Saiyan now? On to chapter 2, and this takes me to the barrows. I like this excuse to do barrows again. I do like that content. Now, do you think that the memories here will have something to do with Sliske? Or is that the silliest question that one could ever ask? Anyway, that takes care of chapter 2. And again that yellow glow. But hey, it's pretty. Now let's check the chest. It would be completely stupid to not do that. Blood runes and barrows totems, I'm not complaining at all. Chapter 3, and I have to kill Krilled Sutzeroth. I haven't done that in a while. It's cool that the old God Wars dungeon ties into the new one like this. Chapter 3 done, but no yellow glow this time? Okay, that's weird. And let's drop a rune scimitar. At least it's not 300 GP. For the last chapter I have to kill 20 of each of the Grotworm types. They're not my favorite thing to fight in the world. But the loot of the matures isn't too bad. And here's the yellow glow again. Anyway, that completes the last chapter. I went over all the memories and some of them are really cool. One thing I didn't expect was to see a living dragon rider. I thought Honibus from the One of a Kind quest was the last of the Ilyanka. But luckily that's not the case. I am an Ilyanka fan and I'm really glad to hear that. It'll be interesting to fight Vindicta. I hope, just like in God Wars Dungeon 1, that there are lore drops. Even more interesting than Vindicta is Gregorovic. Sliske turned this human into an undead, and he gains power by what he devours. Personally, I find those things very interesting. So he's also kind of like a Chthonian demon, or however that's pronounced. And I'm a fan of those as well. So I'm definitely hoping for more lore drops here. Now for the weeklies. In Rush of Blood this week I got 3 Tormented Demons and 4 Glaciers. And I still managed to complete 19 waves. I'm honestly proud of myself for that. But the rewards... Well, there's that rune platebody. That one's nice, but for the rest, nothing special. Oh wait, never mind, I didn't see those rune bars. 55 of them, that's actually very nice. How could I overlook the best thing of all? On to the Skeletal Horrors clue. Armadyl platebody, Royal Dragon Hides, prayer pots. I like it all. So I'm definitely satisfied by this. If the aquarium clue would be equally as good, or even better, I'd be ecstatic. Aw, too bad, it's not as good. I'm not a big fan of those Zamorak arrows. Those Royal Dragon Hides and those prayer pots do make up for it. So not a completely bad clue. I completely forgot to talk to the curator again after completing those memories. Yeah, I just remembered that I didn't get the rewards that were listed in the news post. But hey, luckily I'm not too late. I guess that Anima Crystal is a reputation item. Still not sure what faction I'm gonna spend it on. I'll have to decide that next week when it's released. However, I would like to get my hands on that new ranged power armor. So I'm not quite sure which boss that'll be, either Saiyan or Zamorak. But my guess is Saiyan. So I'll probably use that reputation item on Saiyan. But I have no idea yet how it all works. There are also those teletaps. And surprisingly they're tradable. I totally didn't expect that. My guess that means that we'll be able to make them? Or maybe we can earn them somehow? We'll have to find out. And of course that lamp goes towards summoning. 5 more Araxytes killed and I'm loving those coin drops. 2 more Onyxes too. I've been getting a lot of those lately. But to be honest, I really like it. Besides Araxytes exclusive drops, the Onyxes are my favorite, by far. And those Runite ores are pretty good too. What you see here is me trying to lure this highly acidic spider under Araxor, but just as I'm about to do that, he launches his deadly acidic spider cocoon. He made the same move as if he would do a melee attack, but I didn't see that cocoon fly somewhere, and it happened to land outside of my screen, right at my target destination. I so happened to not notice the acid puddle either. So I lured this highly acidic spider under Araxyte, and I stood right next to that acid puddle. So I didn't see that deadly acidic spider coming for me. The moment I saw that spider's gauge, it was already too late. I had no chance to survive this. That's just purely bad luck in my opinion. Okay, maybe I should have paid more attention. A spider leg top! At least my death wasn't in vain. If it wasn't for me dying, I wouldn't have killed Araxyte 7 times today. But now I'm at kill 836 and I'm able to complete my 4th full leg. Which weapon I'm going to make, I don't know yet. I'll decide that later. And prior to that top leg, the drops weren't very good. Apart from the herbs and the runite ore, of course. Together with that top leg, there were also Hydrix ball tips. So that makes this drop even better. Durzag time, and once again it took me a very long time to get into a team. The more kill count I have, the longer it takes it seems. I wonder what the threshold is for faster invites. According to my friend, it's not 9. So let's hope for 10. Anyway, this go went smoothly again. Even though apparently one of the DPSers voted Durzag. That's not the smartest thing to do. And you can judge that of the reaction of our tank, Salstamite. No special drops in the initial reward, so obviously I reroll. Nothing special again, but I'm liking those Hydrix bolts. I got Slayer for daily challenge today, so let's go do that. And so I've also completed a Slayer task, which makes 1277 in a row. This is still the task on which I got those double Abyssal whips, by the way. So yeah, I've just been killing Slayer monsters whenever I get a daily challenge in it. And enough Slayer monsters to complete said challenge. After the Abyssal demons, I get a Kal'gerion demon task. And I actually only planned to kill enough Kal'gerion demons to complete that daily challenge, but I activated my aura, so I decided to finish this task anyway. And that's 1278 tasks in a row done. I didn't get anything special from this task, but I did get a heart clue. Usually I complete these immediately, but as I said, I had my aura on and I wanted to finish this task first. Now let's check the reward of that clue that the Kal'gerion demon dropped for me. Okay, not the greatest award I've ever seen. Those Zamorak arrows are garbage. But those nature runes are cool. Can't have enough of those. And this is Araxyte kill 841. That means I've killed 5 more of them today. And nothing big this time. But I do like that runite ore. And again some more herbs. Earlier in the episode you saw that I got a spider leg top which enabled me to make my 4th leg. Well, I have decided to turn this leg into a Noxious longbow. And I did this because it's worth more than the staff. And after making that longbow I still have a web left. So the next leg I'll make will probably once again be turned into a longbow. But what I really want to show you are my Triskelions. I will be using them now and the elite clues that come with it. And I'll record all the rewards I get. So those from the Triskelion itself and those from the elite clue. All of that will be added in my episodes, so I won't make a separate video for it. And obviously using all of them won't happen in one go. I'll be using a Crystal Triskelion and the clue that comes with it whenever I have time. Let's see what the first one gets me. Some tree seeds, that's alright. I don't know what the average reward value of this is, but 208k, I'm fine with that. Now for that clue reward, 111k. And to make it worse, firelighters. If I don't reroll this reward, I probably won't reroll anything anymore. And the value has more than doubled. Not that it was hard or anything, but yeah, I'm liking this one way better. Those royal dragon hides are fantastic. And also that 100k is nice. Though it also could have been a blood dye. But let's not think about that and let's quickly move on. I killed 5 Araxytes again today. And I got some more onyxes. Keep them coming, I'd say. Time for Crystal Triskelion number 2. And I get 2 half keys. Maybe they should have just given me 1 crystal key. That would be a bit more useful. Ah well, the value is around 200k again, that's nice. Let's hope the reward from the clue makes a bit more sense. Well, whatever it is, it's not something I immediately like. But I guess those Lantidime seeds are pretty nice, I suppose. And again, it took me quite a while to get into a Beastmaster Durzag team. But the thing that was even worse than waiting was the kill itself. What a horror it was. There was an instance where 2 teammates died at the same time. And by the time Durzag arrived, only 6 of us were left. We barely had any DPSers left, and one of the pet tanks was dead as well. So since we're not a pro team, and we didn't plan to take on Durzag with a small amount of people, that means the fight is already over. Me and the other DPSers were too busy killing the pets, so we forgot to open the cages of the chargers. And so the base tank was attacked by a large amount of them, and I believe that's how he died. Immediately after that, Durzag attacked me. I was just in void, and I didn't even have a shield. So what could I have done to defend myself? Even with devotion active, I still died almost instantly. But yeah, it took me 4 Durzag kills before I died. And in a way, I'm pretty proud of that as well. Of course, I'm not the one to give up, so I once again went to Durzag. And this time, I once again was in a very good team. So good even that I got a new record time. The loot I rerolled because of no exclusives. And the reroll didn't have any exclusives as well, but I do like it. Those raw rocktails will really come in handy. Those rune spears are great as well, but I believe the best of all is a runite ore. This is a great reward in my opinion. After Durzag I went back to Araxyte. I mean, I still had a lot of time left on my yak, so I may as well make the best use out of it. And I got 3 kills. After those kills I still had 10 minutes left. But you know, I wasn't sure if I would make the kill in time. I didn't feel like losing a lot of rocktails, so I decided to call it quits. And in those 3 kills, the only good thing were the Lantidimes. The first question of the Chronicle book pet. What kind of game is Chronicle? I thought it was a dating simulator. No, seriously, this question is easier than getting access to the questions. You need to untick the hide familiar box for that. And it took me a while to find that. Play and read should have been an interact option in my opinion. The third Triskelion, and it's exactly the same as the first. I'm starting to see a pattern here. But yeah, just like before, I dig the reward. Get it? So I'm on my way to do this elite clue, and I see these ice warriors. I kind of feel sorry for them. They haven't had a graphical update in I don't know how long. My guess is since RuneScape Classic. But hey, they deserve one. Cause look at them. They still look exactly like the old armors. They're probably being made fun of by their Earth brothers. Finally, here we are, the rewards. Alright, a Guthix page. That alone makes this clue amazing. And 50k coins. Lantidime seeds. Those make this reward even better. I'm really pleased with this one. Let's continue with the Beastmaster Durzag and Araxyte combo. And contrary to previous experiences at Durzag, I found the team relatively quickly this time. And I'm talking within the 10 minutes. And on top of that, the team was awesome as well. They showed sympathy for what happened in Brussels. And were typing pray for Belgium. And since I'm Belgian, that warms my heart. So that's really cool what they did. The kill progressed without any difficulty. So yeah, this team was great. And when it comes to the rewards, I didn't get an exclusive, so I once again decided to reroll. And I don't quite know what to make of the reroll. I did get a lot of Erud bones. Surely they must be worth a lot. Also, one of the people in my team was Angry Araxor. I kind of wanted to show my Araxyte kill count, but I didn't want to enrage him even more. Great guy though. Speaking about the Araxytes, let's go finish my yak there. And I got 1.5 billion total XP. And don't forget, I'm not even maxed. I kind of expected a message though, but I don't see anything in my chat. Maybe that's because of the cutscene. Something weird definitely happened when entering the Araxyte phase. Usually I use search to exit the cutscene, and this time I did the same thing, but I didn't start the phase in the location that I usually would. So it kinda confused me. A message did appear to anyone on my friends list. So it's thanks to the awesome people PMing me to congratulate me that I knew that I achieved it. So a big thanks to all these awesome people. And here's a shout out to them. Was Joe, Goku 3SS3, Sepsky, Kopash Barak, Will Miss It, and from the French chat, Bondus Fun. The remaining yak time was enough to give me 4 kills. It was actually the same situation as last time. After 3 kills I still had about 10 minutes left, but this time I decided to risk it. And I managed to get the kill, way before my yak time expired even. And from the rewards I got some more lovely herbs. And Hydrix ball tips. But let's not forget that 400k cash. Before the episode ends, let's go over the important stuff one more time. And one of the recurring features this episode was definitely Beastmaster Durzag. And as you see, I have killed him 6 times now. In the next episode you'll definitely see more of him. But just like in the previous episodes, the focus was mainly on Araxyte. I haven't gotten one step closer to my goal, which is still the Noxious set. And still the only thing I need is that Fang. And in the mere 36 times I killed Araxyte this episode, I only got a spider leg top and an Araxyte pheromone. So right now I'm at kill 853, and for next episode I'll mainly focus on Araxyte too, because I won't give up until I have that Fang. Well, there's God Wars Dungeon 2 that's coming out, so my attention may be diverted towards that. And a break from Araxyte could be a good thing. Last time I took a break, it started raining spider legs. And that's all for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.